Been through up down, so we heading uptown. Used to cook rhyme in the girl, no diamonds and pearls.
The Raptors with a singular focus as they got off the team bus, looking to lock down a valuable win on the road. A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, Reggie Bullock is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Doncic in at the point guard. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's VanVleet. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. The kick out to Barnes. Over Irving. Barnes can't get it to go. Right side Irving. Over Barnes. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And there's the pass to VanVleet. Barnes against Hardaway. Barnes passes to Pirtle. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Pirtle's got the opening basket of the game for Toronto.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Doncic, no good. The Raptors have gone 1-3 from the field to start this one so far. In the corner, it's VanVleet. On the wing, Anunoby. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Barnes can't get it to go.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
To the middle. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Now, here's Siakam. He's guarded by Bullock. Siakam's shot is off. Here's Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty in how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Kyrie Irving.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
The free throw off from Irving.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Now here's Barnes. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
How about Scotty Barnes showing off his IQ and pick and roll? Does a nice job finding his teammate.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots the three. And no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. VanVleet looking around. Passes it to Pirtle. Down low. They double him with Irving. And here's VanVleet from the arc. The shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul. At the
And
line
Greg, it
for
just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
And that one falls for Irving.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Good on the second free throw. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Takes a three. Doncic, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Barnes outside. Drills it from outside.
Scotty Barnes.
Barnes has got 7 points.
Quick release from Scotty Barnes. My goodness, pre-shot preparation was on point.
Doncic with it. His last outing, he had 24 points. He kicks to Irving. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Shot clock at 6. The three for Doncic. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Doncic has got his second bucket.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Van Vliet passes to Pirtle. And the shot is good. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here is Irving. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Siakam with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Siakam against Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who can shoot a little bit of everything.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Siakam hits them both.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Now, here is Irving. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Here's Van Vliet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Siakam. True on the 14-footer.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Doncic against Van Vliet. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Raptors. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And they double up Doncic. Nobody near Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Now, Siakam. That shot, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Bullock kicks to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what blows me away about Doncic, the consistency across the board.
GA, for 3 straight years, he was selected to the first team All-NBA. And that's all before he turned 24 years of age. Do you have any idea how hard that is to do? What he has done is incredible.
Getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Reggie Bullock. Josh Green's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Hardy in for Irving. Young's checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for OG Anunoby.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion, but I think we've seen real progress in this regard, and that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Mavs fans are hoping this team, Doris, is poised to repeat the success of the early 2000s.
Well, Kevin, I think you have to look at the deep run into the playoffs from last year where they finally figured out the pieces they need to have around their great star, Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need shooting across positions, but I think one thing you need to consider if you're the Dallas Mavericks, paint protection is critical. High-level defenders are critical. So do you need that presence in the paint and a vertical threat at the cup to enhance Luka's skills even more?
Doncic, no good.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Powell dishes to Doncic for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And here's Trent outside. That shot off the mark. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. 3-point lead. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Doncic against Barnes. Hardy passes to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Now, here's Trent. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The shot's good from Achua.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Lets the 3 fly. Hardy, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Van Vliet. On deep, Trent. Powell pulls it in.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Doncic against Young. Kleba with a screen on Young. Doncic finds Kleba. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Chris Boucher.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Boucher with a screen on Irving. Here's VanVleet. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
The first free throw is good.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, GA. Thank you so much. And the first one at the line is good. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Woods checked in. Trent hits them both.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep, pretty much the opposite style of play.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shoot two.
That's good from McGee. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
He hits both from the stripe. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Holiday against Trent. Guarded by McGee. Pass to Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. A deep three from Van Vliet. Rebounded by McGee. The Mavericks trailing. Now here is Irving. He's got 11. McGee is screen on Van Vliet. The shot's good from McGee.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Trent against Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Gary Trent Jr. is accustomed to dealing with aggressive defense. That's the level of scorer he is. But in the interior there, I'll tell you, draws the contact nicely.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And the first one drops.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Josh Green. Trent hits them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Van Vliet against Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Kyrie Irving is one of the most clever scorers in the game of basketball. And when he starts to feel it, it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Boucher. Second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The Mavericks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Hardaway against Trent. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Hardaway against Trent. Another shot. Good D by Wood.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Hardaway, no good. Raptors have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Trent outside. Pass to Boucher. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Takes the 3. Trent can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Outside Holiday. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
That one goes on Anunoby. First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam comes in for Gary Trent. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And with the Mavs a trip doors to the conference finals, puts them ahead of schedule, many people think.
Yes, Kevin, but I don't think you can let that momentum you built last year fade in any way. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal. We know how fragile success in the NBA is. You've got a top 5 player on your roster. You have to make sure you're taking advantage of opportunities.
Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Siakam. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
And looking back on that Toronto run, Pascal Siakam, Doris, was a big piece to that puzzle.
There's no question about it. They allowed that young man to flourish in transition. He was a tremendous defender for the group. He was a big-time part of that title.
First free throw is good. Siakam hits them both. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Here's Irving. Good D by Anunoby.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And the pass to Siakam. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Irving. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. They double team Siakam. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. And that one is good. Pirtle's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Hardaway passes to Wood. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Passes to Siakam. From deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Christian Wood. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. Hardy, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. And then for Toronto, Achua, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Barnes in for Chris Boucher. And the Mavericks call time here.
And then you make the noise once again for your detailed crew.
Check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. He's coming off an excellent season. Around 20 points per game last season, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
And here's Hardy. No points in the game yet for him. Dallas moving the ball around. A shot by Kleber, wide open. Dallas again missing. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Achua. Now here's Anunoby. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Doncic with it. He's got 9. Pass to Bullock. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Achua.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Bullock. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Doncic outside. Fires the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. There's the pass to Achua. Now Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
To the inside. Here's Pirtle. Misses the baby hook. Mavericks trailed by 7. Doncic outside. Passes it to Hardy. Locked up there for Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. Then for the Raptors, Young's checked in for Pirtle. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby. .124 left now here in the second. Trent goes in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's on JaVale McGee.
Boy, Gary Trent Jr. balancing that perimeter game, showing you I can put it on the deck and draw contact. That is a big-time play.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Trent hits them both. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Raptors leading by 5. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Green with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Doncic outside. A floater. No good that time. Good defensive work there by Young.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
Now here's Van Vliet. Over Doncic.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings.
Taking a look here now at Toronto. Fresh out the gates, they've already established themselves as one of the teams to beat.
That is certainly reflected in their ranking here, a team to be reckoned with. And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
Their offense is off to a slow start. They need to find some easy buckets and try to get things back on the right track.
Well, can't have that prolific scoring. The MF, right? What's the MF stand for?
Most frequently.
Right, Jack.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Christian Wood is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Irving. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Wood against Pirtle. 4 on the clock. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. It's a one-point game. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Launches it. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
And stolen by Barnes. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trailed by 6.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. And Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
Here's Pirtle. Christian Wood grabs the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Siakam against Doncic. He dishes it to Irving. Shoots over Anunoby. No good from Irving.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And the Mavericks call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
He's checked in for Reggie Bullock.
Give him a hand, fans.
On defense, the Raptors leading by 5. Irving kicks to Doncic. Kleber sets the screen for Doncic. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 12.
It doesn't seem to matter where Luka Doncic is on the floor. His shooting ability is impressive.
Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
2 shots.
That's good from Barnes.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. It's so hard, isn't it, Doris, to define Scotty Barnes' position? Point forward would probably, I guess that'd be correct.
I guess, Kev, and it almost doesn't matter, right? Because what we know about Scotty Barnes is he's got big-time talent. He can make plays, he can get downhill, he can rebound and run with the basketball in his hand. And think about it, he is a guy still with so much upside. Imagine when he locks in completely and understands the NBA game. Sky's the limit.
First one falls for him.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Hits it from 3-point range. Anunoby's got 10 points.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Doncic dishes to Irving. Six on the shot clock. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Anunoby. Dallas again missing. Toronto leading by 5. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Van Vliet on the wing. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
To the middle. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
For 3, Van Vliet. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Doncic against Van Vliet. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Justin Holiday's checked in for the Mavericks. And Toronto also making a switch. Trent's checked in for Anunoby. Van Vliet against Irving. Van Vliet kicks to Trent. They set the pick. Here's Barnes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one goes on wood.
Yeah, easy call.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
That free throw, no good. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Green's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Hardy in for Kyrie Irving. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. He's off on the second. Mavericks trail by 9. Outside, Green. Here's Holiday. Driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 5.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Green against Boucher. Back to Van Vliet. Trent outside. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. No good from 11 feet. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Now here is McGee. Tight defense on him. Now the pass to Hardy. Shoots over Van Vliet. Misses off the left iron. Raptors leading by 7. Siakam outside. He gets it in there. He's got 10.
Well, desire. Pascal Siakam has a ton of that. He's overcome so much in his life. You think a little bump in the road is going to stop him?
On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Trent. McGee is screen on Van Vliet. And that one's good. Hardy.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Siakam. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
McGee is screen on Van Vliet. It's tipped. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. Powell, the pass to Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardy, no good.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Right on the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to McGee. Now here's Hardy. Covered by Van Vliet. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Trent. McGee with the block. And here's Hardy. 1:21 left to play in the third. With a screen on Van Vliet. Hardy, no good.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Pass to Achua. Boucher finds Van Vliet. Shoots over Hardy. And too long on the shot. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 9 points. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. to Powell. Here's Hardy. Offline with his three.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Trent passes to Achua. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Achua. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Doncic against Van Vliet. Doncic with it. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Raptors 5 right now. Gary Trent is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Achua. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Barnes in at the 3. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Mavericks trail by 12. Outside Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Raptors shooting a meager 37% for the game. Barnes up top. Guarded by Green. Offensive rebound.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And there's the pass to Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silent since.
Here's Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl. Great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Christian Wood comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Green. He can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Doncic looking it over. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Challenging this D with the three ball. That's his second from distance this half. And he also hit one in the first half, too.
Here's Trent. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one goes on Wood.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr. It works out well for him with a trip to the foul line.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Trent. He hits both from the stripe.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Irving kicks to Doncic. Floats one up to the wing on the left. And here's Bullock from the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Mavericks trail by 12. Bullock dishes to Doncic. Wood a screen on Trent. Here's Doncic. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barnes outside. Back to Siakam. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
That free throw good from Doncic. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Toronto leading by 10. Siakam outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done.
Pascal Siakam, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Siakam hits them both. Mavericks trail by 12. Now Irving. Doncic outside. The feed now to Hardaway. Shot from 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, two things there, guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., the power, the concentration, refuses to be stopped when he wants to score.
Second team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr. One shot.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Takes the 13-footer, and Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Trent.
Gary Trent Jr.
Trent's got 4 assists now tonight. Anunoby against Irving. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Passes it to Trent. Nice D from Doncic.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Bullock. This one for 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Trent kicks to Barnes. Back to Trent. Pass to Anunoby. And here is Siakam. He's guarded by Bullock. Shots good by Siakam.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
The pass to Bullock. Three-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Passes it to Barnes. Hardaway with the steal. All alone, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, this has to help Hardaway Jr.'s confidence. You'd like to see him make an impact on both ends.
Toronto calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And please give me a round of applause for your junior defense crew.
Our New Balance player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, "I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent." Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Shoots over Bullock. Siakam misses. Mavericks trailed by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bullock passes to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood, and stolen by Siakam. Sweet move. That one doesn't go. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Outside Irving. Wood a screen on Anunoby. Irving passes to Wood. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Toronto leading by 11. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. 5 to shoot. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got the lead up to 14 now for the Raptors.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. Good D by Wood. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Dallas again turning it over. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Shoots a fader, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Siakam's got 8 here in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the Mavericks call time here.
For your defense, room.
Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Irving. Can't hit that one. Good D by Anunoby. Van Vliet against Doncic. Down low. Here's Pirtle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. And here is Hardaway. A pass to Wood. Passes to Doncic. Clock at 4. Hardaway with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway's got 11 points here in just the second half.
2 minutes.
Doncic against Van Vliet.
2 minutes.
Barnes outside. Pass to Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one goes on Wood.
This is a guy very willing to put his body on the line. Scotty Barnes gets that defense to commit and accepts the contact.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Barnes hits them both. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Hardaway with it. Pass to Wood for the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. To the left wing. Here's Pirtle. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 19-point game.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Raptors.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Pascal Siakam.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
The pass to Siakam. Lays it up off the glass.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now, Doncic. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
They don't feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.